Stephen Corena right here with the legendary Robert Garcia. Man, we're here for the slugfest, I want to call it, man. Josecito Lopez versus John Molina Jr. When I was telling John, when I saw this being announced at the press conference, I was like, is there are they headlining something else? Like, is there a second card being promoted here? That's crazy, brother.
That is, for especially for Southern California, it's going to be probably, I think that fight's going to be the best fight of the night. I don't want to say it's going to steal the show or anything, because obviously you got the stars, Spence, Porter, Benavides, you got the big names. But it is going to be a war. I think, the way Molina fights and the way Josecito fights, it's just a perfect match. Whoever thought about making that fight had a great idea, man. They're gonna have a good crowd. I'm sure that fight itself is going to bring a lot of attention to people coming into the Staples wanting to see that fight, and to people ordering on pay-per-view. It's definitely going to be one of the fights that people want to see. Plus, obviously not plus, because I don't want to take anything from the main events and stuff like that, but they're still going to get to see Errol Spence perform, Sean Porter, Benavides, people love him. So it should do good.
When you first got the call with John Molina that were interested, as a fighter, I know fighters kind of mouth-watered, like, okay, cool, it's going to be a scrap. As a trainer, do you get excited as well? Like, man, we're going to be in a good one.
Look, we didn't even think about it. Right away, that's the first thing we were like, let's do it, because we know the type of fight that it's going to be. We know the type of fighter Molina is, and Josecito coming off a loss, but a loss that actually gave him like it was like a win for him. The way he performed, the way he almost had Thurman out. I think it's a perfect fight for the fans here in Southern California. If they want to come and see Josecito after the last performance with Thurman, this is gonna be. It could even be a much better fight.
Yeah, definitely, man. I can't wait. Again, it's opening the card, so get in your seats early for sure for that one. Let's talk about that main event: Spence versus Porter. Both welterweights, both in their prime. Spence is, kind of the phenom, what people call the boogeyman of the welterweight division, but, Porter's never, shied away from big fights. Break down that fight for him.
Look, that's one thing I've said it before, and so many fights before, I've picked against Porter, thinking maybe because of his style, he's just a brawler, and he swings, and maybe I don't really, maybe I might not like his style, but he's always proven me wrong. He comes and fights and gives anybody a great fight. So once again, I think Spence wins by decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if Porter pulls it off, because his style is just so difficult. It's just gonna it gives everybody problems. So I wouldn't be surprised. I definitely wouldn't be surprised.
It's going to be a phenomenal fight, man. Spence's last fight was against your younger brother, Mikey. Mikey's now, it seems like I talked to him last week, he's kind of deciding between 140, 147. Kind of the big news, kind of the rumor buzzing about is Manny Pacquiao. We talked to Freddie about it. He seems interested. I'm sure you guys are. Mikey seemed definitely interested in that. Well, have you heard anything about that kind of in the background kind of all that? And is that a fight you're interested in?
Look, we haven't really heard anything. I know right now, I'm pretty sure with even Pacquiao himself is probably waiting for Spence Porter make a decision. I'm sure there's still talk about maybe even Mayweather, doing something with Pacquiao. So those are the things that we got to wait for. We cannot call the fight or make the fight happen, because it's pretty much up to Manny Pacquiao. We will love it. It's probably the only fight that I would like for Mikey at welterweight. Man is also one of those welterweights that has moved up, and he comes from Flyweight. So even though he's now a solid welterweight, but he's one of those that's moved up in the divisions. So that's probably the fight that the only fight that I would want Mikey at welterweight. I think Mikey is better off at 140, even 135, but 140 should be fine. But at the end of the day, he makes his decisions when it comes to that. But I'll be okay with the Pacquiao at 147.
Yeah, all of us will be okay with it for sure. More than okay, definitely.